Hey, this is Jason with SDC. I wanted to share a little project with you that we're working on. This gentleman had a Gibson Nighthawk guitar that was run over by a truck. And
His truck.
You'll notice that the headstock was sheared off clean, and this kind of break is really impossible to glue up without it breaking again. So what we elected to do is replace the neck itself. You'll see on the back of the neck here some of the scars from the truck hitting it. Scott had to actually cut the neck off of the body here, and then we had to manually remove the tenon with chisel because we could not get steam underneath it completely. So what you see here is the body with the neck completely removed, and it's prepped and ready for reassembly. This is the old neck that we've saved, well, just for posterity's sake. There's the truss rod coming out of the end of it. Over here, you'll find Scott working on the new neck. This is a neck blank made out of mahogany. It's a three-piece neck with a nice headstock on it. You can, if I get in close here, you can see that we've mapped out the exact locations of the new holes. We've center lined the headstock so that the neck will look good. We laid out where we want the nut to be, and after Scott does all the layout prep work, we're going to put in the truss rod. Instead of a normal Gibson truss rod, we're going to do a double action truss rod. Nice thing about a double action is the adjustment nut is so much smaller than what you get on a Gibson style, so there's going to be a lot less chance of it breaking here at the neck joint again.
Also, you have more adjustment with the neck itself.
That's true. You also get all the benefits of having a dual action truss rod. Over here we have the original fingerboard from the guitar. We're going to put that back on the instrument. This is the original headstock that we're still holding on to match the finish and the serial number. And over here on a clamp we have the original faceplate from the headstock. And what we'll be able to do is graft that back onto the new neck so that the customer will still have the original logo, the original headstock overlay. And we're hopeful that we'll be able to get this guitar back to original condition. We were playing around earlier with our lacquer. We're pretty sure we've got the right color mix to spray on the back of the neck, so the guitar should look good as new. Knock on wood.
No, it will look good as new. It'll look better than new.
Scott says better than new. I agree.
And it'll be stronger than the original.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with more. Hey, it's Jason again. We're back later in the day, and Scott has made progress on the neck of the guitar. You can see that the truss rod slot has been cut, the length of the neck. The heel has been added to give a little more depth there where the guitar is going to join the body. But most importantly, the tenon has been cut for the neck of the guitar to fit into the body. Show us how it fits, Scott.
Well, it fits like this, Jason.
Ooh, like a glove. With this new neck, the guitar really should look pretty much close to stock. You might see a seam here or there, but it's going to look great.
I'm getting ready to glue the original headstock down that I peeled off the old headstock. And I'm putting little pieces of wood around the outside so that when I take the clamp off, I can orient it exactly where it needs to go. So I'll super glue those down and then just lift the headstock plate out and put glue on it and clamp it down with flat block. It's pretty simple. You know, got my nut here for the spacer. And that's about all there is to it. So we've gotten the neck to the point where it's roughed out. the fretboard glued on, got the peg head veneer glued on, got the shape of the headstock sanded out, routed out, and the sides of the neck. It's still a square, a rectangle, depending on your perspective, but everything's ready for cutting the taper of the neck and also rounding over, cutting the heel, and then finally taking care of the headstock top. We are at the point where I'm doing my final shaping of the neck. Got the neck planed on the back, so there's taper on the neck from here to here, so it's thinner here than here. Also got the initial round over, and the initial round over at the headstock joint there, before it goes into the headstock. So now all I got to do is a lot of handwork. Nearly finished. It's been sprayed Heritage Cherry to match as closely as possible the body. I got it nearly exact. Found out that Heritage Cherry is almost impossible to match for somebody that doesn't actually have the paint, and Gibson will not sell the paint, so we're left to our own devices. But it's a pretty darn good match. So all we have left to do now is to sand and buff the neck, and then I'll glue it in, do some touch-up fill around the joint, and then give it a fret dress. Put everything back on it as far as the bridge, the pickups, and everything, and then it's ready to go to the customer. Turned out really well. I'm happy with it. You really just about can't tell that it's not a Gibson neck. So that's what I was going for. Last installment of the Gibson Nighthawk. I'm having to do the videoing myself, so forgive me. But anyway, it is completed. Got everything back on. He's got a Roland pickup on there. But the neck, as you can see, is completely done. Up to the headstock. Yay! Got the neck glued in. Got the touch-up done. Looks pretty darn good. Buffed it all up, and that is it. So I'm gonna kind of step back so you can see the final thing here. And I don't know how to zoom this sucker, so. But that's it right there. Going back to the customer tonight. Anyway, have a great day, and thank you for watching.